Title of the chapter is Climate Change Policy under Paris Agreement, Can They Be Fulfilled? This is a joint chapter with Indra, Overland and Roman Vakulchuk. So the chapter is about how likely Central Asian countries are to fulfill their climate pledges under the Paris Agreement. So as we know, the Central Asian countries will be affected a lot by climate change, mostly negatively. And within the international climate agreement, Central Asian governments promised to do a number of reforms related to decarbonization in different sectors of the economy. So we are looking at the historical trends, how the emission intensities, for example, look like in these countries. What the second is about national policies, what the national policies tell, how they are relevant to the climate pledges. Do they also include the climate policy as one of the central policy features? And then at the end, we also compare these two factors, historical trends and national policies, with nationally determined contributions under the Paris Agreement. Our results suggest that these countries have strong historical legacy based, which they inherited from Soviet Union, which is lots of energy intensive and fossil fuel based economies. Another finding that their national policies are not very relevant to the announced national climate goals. And despite being one region, single region, and impacted more or less on the same level, they pursue different climate policies and they also use different methods to achieve this. As a result, we can state that despite, in general, all the analyzed countries, despite the high impact of climate change and also despite the mostly ambitious climate goals, most likely the goals will not be achieved. And this will require, in order to achieve the proposed climate goals, they will need to make more ambitious and more significant structural reforms in the energy sector, in the industrial policies.